There is a moment in life when everything seems to pause. If you're reading or listening to this now, you may already be in that moment. You might notice a sudden hush around you, a subtle change in the air, as if reality itself has taken a breath. Soon after, you hear it, that high-pitched ringing in your ear. It can feel startling, almost electric. But this sound is not random. It's a deliberate call. If you carry the letter M on your palm, or bear a crescent moon mark, this ringing has extra meaning. It is an invitation to shift your course, a nudge from something greater than everyday awareness. Pause for a moment and consider. Have you heard that tone at times when life seemed on the brink of a big decision? Perhaps it came before an unexpected ending, or right as a new opportunity emerged. That ringing often coincides with something shifting in days that follow. A relationship ends, a job appears, or you wake up feeling the old routines no longer fit. This is a spiritual wake-up call. For those with special marks, M or crescent moon, it feels more urgent, as if your soul's navigation system has been rerouted. Your marks as antennas. Those lines and shapes on your palm are not mere decoration. Think of them as antennas tuned to subtle energies. They confirm a soul-level agreement made long before birth. When the signal arrives, you would wake up and respond. This isn't mysterious for the sake of mystery. It's practical. When you feel lost, doubting yourself, or if life seems to lack purpose, understand that your previous path is dissolving. The version of you built on playing small or staying safe is giving way. The ringing acts like a demolition bell for old habits and fears. You might have resisted change for years, hearing faint nudges but brushing them aside, staying in jobs that felt wrong, keeping relationships that drained you, avoiding risks that seemed too big. Each ignored tone resets the cycle. The ringing returns until you're ready to move. Some of you have heard this since childhood. Now, if you're here and paying attention, it means the cycle is reaching its limit. This is your final window to realign. The universe, your guides, and your higher self are all waiting for your response. A window of opportunity. Every time the ringing appears, you enter a brief window, often around 7 days, to make a key choice. 7 resonates with a sense of completion and spiritual cycles. In that week, pay attention to signs, unexpected messages, urgent thoughts, sudden visions or dreams. Notice patterns in daily life, birds acting strangely, lights flickering, people resurfacing from your past or new faces appearing out of nowhere. These are confirmations that reality is reorganizing to match the frequency you're stepping into. Numbers often appear as codes. You may see 555 when upheaval is required, a prompt to let go of what no longer serves. If you notice 717 afterward, it signals alignment with your deeper purpose. When clocks, receipts, license plates, or random screens show these sequences right after the ringing, take note. Instead of dismissing them as coincidence, breathe and ask, what path am I being asked to choose? Which direction aligns with my true self? Trust the first intuitive response that arises. Physical and energetic reactions. As you tune into these shifts, your body may respond in curious ways. Pressure in the head, tingling in the hands, a sense that time stretches or compresses. These sensations are not imagined. They reflect how your nervous system reacts when a new timeline is opening. You become hyper-receptive, more aware of subtle currents. While others seem unaffected, you may feel restless or uneasy, sensing something beneath the surface of everyday life. During this period, external noise can drown out inner guidance. You might crave solitude or nature, noticing the moon's cycles, feeling influenced by solar activity, or experiencing heightened intuition at night. Trust these impulses. They help you stay centered as your energetic field recalibrates. If sleep becomes restless or dreams intensify, see them as messages from your higher self. Keep a notebook by your bed to capture these impressions immediately upon waking. Facing anxiety and fear. It's natural to feel anxious when everything you once relied on starts to crumble. You may question your sanity or worry you're imagining signs. People around you might dismiss the ringing as tinnitus or stress. Some may laugh or doubt you. Know that many chosen ones experience the same doubt before embracing their path. This process can unearth old fears, but it is not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. You're expanding your awareness and stepping beyond familiar comfort zones. If fear has kept you frozen, postponing decisions, avoiding risks, clinging to the familiar, recognize that repetition of the signal is an act of mercy, offering another chance. But when the cycles repeat for too long, the cost of staying asleep grows heavier. Emotional fatigue, lost opportunities, disconnection from self. The universe doesn't hold the window open indefinitely. If you ignore too many signals, life may force a crisis, a loud wake-up call to jolt you into change. Yet you can choose a gentler route now by heeding the subtle ringing. Taking action, one step at a time. When the ringing sounds again, pause and ask, what small action can I take toward alignment? It need not be grand. It might be a message to someone you've avoided, drafting the first words of a creative project, or setting a boundary in a draining relationship. Even a tiny step shifts your energy field and unlocks the next level. Speak your intention out loud. I choose alignment. I choose my true path. This declaration anchors your commitment. The moment you articulate it, the current around you starts to change more rapidly. You don't need to retreat from daily life or undertake a dramatic overhaul overnight. Conscious decision-making in everyday choices is enough. Each deliberate move tunes you closer to your soul's design. When you act from this place, even small decisions carry the power to alter your trajectory. Trust that these shifts will accumulate, guiding you toward experiences and people aligned with your higher purpose. Document insights, visions, and impulses without overthinking. These first impressions often carry crucial guidance. Recognizing timeline echoes. After a ringing episode, you might experience glimpses of what lies ahead. Sudden memories of people or places you haven't met yet. Visions of situations your soul knows will unfold. This is timeline echo vision, a preview from your higher self. Don't dismiss these fragments as fantasy. Write them down. Over time, you will see how they materialize, reinforcing your trust in this process. As you learn to interpret these echoes, you gain confidence in navigating the unknown. These previews may arrive through dreams so vivid they linger, or through real-life coincidences, an unexpected message at the moment of ringing, a job opening you never sought, a reconnection from someone long absent. Each event signals that reality is reshaping itself around your new frequency. Embrace these surprises with openness rather than skepticism. They guide you away from paths that would hold you back, directing you toward experiences that uplift and expand your consciousness. A collective movement. You are not alone in this. At this time, many chosen ones worldwide are hearing similar tones and receiving nudges. When enough of us respond, collective shifts occur. Synchronicities intensify, social conversations spark awakenings, natural patterns emerge that reflect deeper change. Conversely, if many ignore the call, stagnation sets in. Energy grids weaken, collective evolution slows. By choosing alignment, you contribute to a larger transformation. Your personal awakening resonates outward, helping others tune in as well. Pay attention to global patterns, news stories that seem to parallel your inner process, conversations that unexpectedly echo your own questions, events in nature that carry symbolic meaning. These reflections reassure you that the shift is real and part of a broader movement. When you share your journey, honest comments about insights and actions, you create a field of activation for others. Even if some respond with doubt, their reactions clarify their path. You remain focused on yours. A short challenge. 9 days of intentional alignment. To strengthen your commitment, try a 9-day practice. 9 symbolizes completion and readiness for new cycles. For 9 mornings, begin with a clear question. What choice will align me more fully with my purpose today? Throughout each day, notice moments when you feel pulled toward or away from something. When the ringing occurs, pause. Place a hand over the ear, close your eyes, ask, what is this tone activating in me now? Trust the first thought or image that arises and act on it. even if it feels illogical or scary. Document your experiences in a journal. Numbers you see, dreams you recall, people or opportunities that appear. Notice shifts in mood, energy, or perspective. In parallel, practice saying no to activities or commitments that drain you without hesitation. Use the 9 days to clear mental and emotional clutter, making space for new inspiration. Each day's small decisions build momentum. By the end of 9 days, you'll likely feel a deeper clarity and heightened sensitivity to guidance. Even if the ringing continues afterward, you will approach it with greater confidence, knowing how to respond, understanding consequences of ignoring the call. It helps to see what happens when signals are ignored. Over time, resisting alignment can lead to a persistent sense of being off track, mornings when you wake feeling disconnected from your life, a nagging emptiness even during good times, or repeated patterns of disappointment. Opportunities that once felt promising may fizzle, relationships can feel draining, and intuitive guidance seems muffled. This misalignment fatigue can manifest as unexplained physical tiredness, mental fog, or emotional burnout. You may notice others flourishing while you stay stuck, as if time passes you by, yet every experience has value. Past struggles, wrong turns, and closed doors prepared you for this pivotal moment. Even if you ignored dozens of signals before, recognizing this now can transform everything. You don't need to believe you must vanish into solitude or abandon your responsibilities. Realignment starts with a conscious choice to honor your energy and inner guidance. When you decide to stop betraying your own needs, life begins to rearrange in supportive ways. Embracing your role and responsibility. If you carry special marks and hear these frequencies, your purpose is bigger than comfort. You may feel the weight of responsibility, healing ancestral wounds, breaking cycles, anchoring new energies. It can feel heavy, even overwhelming. But remember, this assignment is sacred. Your restless energy, low-grade sadness, or sense of not fitting in have been signals pointing you toward this path. Your guides, ancestors, and future self have been sending clues through dreams, numbers, and subtle nudges all along. You were not born to blend in. Your role is to activate grids, raise consciousness, and inspire others through your own shifts. You can remain engaged in daily life, work, family, community, while making choices aligned with your true self. Each conscious step ripples outward, benefiting others. Even if you fear you've wasted time, know that every experience enriched your perspective and resilience. Now, the ringing brought you here so you can use your history as fuel for transformation. A personal invitation. If this message resonates, let it move you from within. Speak your intention. I choose alignment. I step into my true path. Feel your chest rise and fall as you say it. If you feel safe and understood in this space, consider sharing your experience. Write a sincere comment. What realization emerged today? What is the first action you will take after this ends? By sharing, you create a supportive field where others see they are not alone. Community energy amplifies individual awakenings. If you feel called, subscribe, or connect with like-minded souls, not for numbers or recognition, but to remain in a space that understands these experiences. When negative responses arise, remember they reflect others' frequencies, not yours. Stay centered in your journey. This channel or community exists for those who see signs, hear tones, and carry the marks. You are here by guidance, not accident, and this is just the beginning. A final layer. The cost of prolonged sleep. There is a price for ignoring your awakening too long. The universe does not wait forever. When chosen ones delay too often, life may impose harsher lessons, sudden crises that jolt you out of comfort, loss that forces reinvention, or health issues that demand attention. These sirens serve to shake you awake when gentle signals were dismissed. While challenging, such events often become turning points leading to growth. Yet you can avoid extreme measures by responding now to the subtle ringing. If you feel fatigued, disoriented, or isolated, recognize these as signs of misalignment fatigue. stagnant energy harming your well-being. Redirecting energy flow through conscious choices revitalizes you. Even if past signals were ignored, the present moment holds the power to reset. You don't need to wait for a crisis. A decision today, however small, can open new possibilities. Remember, the spiritual journey is never about comfort, it's about expansion. As you let go of familiar but limiting patterns, you move into a life more aligned with your soul. Putting it into practice. When the next ringing arises, pause, breathe, place a hand over your ear and ask, "What change is calling me now?" Listen without judgment. If the first thought urges you to speak something, write something, or shift something, do it. That action need not be monumental. Authenticity matters more than scale. Maybe it's setting a boundary, sending an overdue message, starting a creative outline, or simply choosing rest over busyness. Track your experiences. Keep a journal of dreams, repeating numbers, sudden intuitions, and emerging opportunities. Over days, patterns will clarify. During periods of heightened sensitivity, simplify your environment. Reduce commitments that drain energy, spend time in nature, meditate or sit in silence. Notice how the moon, weather and collective mood affect you. Embrace solitude when needed, trusting it nourishes your recalibration. Balance inner work with practical steps in daily life. As you align, you'll find synchronicities increase. Conversations that guide you, resources that appear unexpectedly, and inner peace that grounds you amid change. You were born for more than autopilot living. You carry unique codes and signals for a reason. When you honor these, your life shifts into richer, more authentic expression. Even if the path seems uncertain, trust that each small step builds momentum toward experiences that match your soul's design. If fear arises, remind yourself, breaking free is the process, not breaking you. Declare, "I choose alignment. I embrace my path." Feel the resonance in your body as you say it. This message is your internal confirmation. You are right to question, to stay until the end, to seek understanding. Now the next move is yours. Respond to the ringing, follow the guidance that emerges, and watch how reality rearranges around your shifted frequency. The journey may challenge you, yet it carries the promise of deeper purpose and expansive growth. Your awakening contributes to a larger collective shift, supporting others to hear their own signals. Remember, every awakening began with a single moment of attention. This is yours.